In the last video, we covered what's considered patentable and what's not, and we did the first steps of a prior art search. In this video, we'll show you how to do a thorough prior art search. We've already done a basic one on Amazon and other relevant places. Now we'll delve into the patent search. A patent search can be done in various ways, but we like to do it through Google Patents, the U.S. Patent Office, and ESPASnet, which is the worldwide patent database. Google Patents can be easy, but a novice researcher might end up with a million hits. So here's some insider tips. Let's try searching for a household water filter product on Google Patents. The first thing we do is to include non-patent literature because it covers not only patents but other forms of prior art. Also, reading the relevant literature will be really helpful in developing your invention. Here's our first pass results. Over 44,000 patents. That won't do. Let's further narrow our search. Over here, you can see where you can add more search terms to filter your results. We know that our invention uses activated charcoal to filter the water, so let's add that to our search terms. Great, that brings our results down to about 28,000. We'll continue narrowing. Look up here at our sorting options. Here, next to Grouped By, you can see that you can group your search by classification. Classification is managed by the Cooperative Patent Classification System, or CPC, a worldwide system of categorizing patents. The United States Patent Office follows this classification system, and Google Patents shows it to you here. We'll get further into classification in a little bit. For now, we can see that we've already sorted by classification, so let's continue. As I browse through my results, I notice that some of these are mechanical devices. My invention, however, is a simple non-mechanical device, so I'll exclude the word mechanism from my search. To do that, I simply add a filtering keyword with a minus sign to say not that, so not a mechanism. A note of caution here. The art of a good patent search is to find relevant prior art, but sometimes the prior art may not be found under the keywords you're using in your search terms. In this case, for example, the prior art may mention a mechanism, but not actually be a mechanism. To get around that, you can save the search and come back to it later without using this filtering word. To save a search, you can simply bookmark it. I'll do that now in case I want to save this search to tweak it later. Okay, by removing the word mechanism, I got my results down to about 13,000 patents. We're getting somewhere. You'll notice that I used the search terms reusable and compostable. However, since I don't know how those words will be used in the prior art, I'll use wildcards to make sure I get the word in its various forms. So for the word reusable, it might be written as reuse or reusable. To cover them both, I'll just type part of the word reuse with an asterisk to make it a wildcard. Same with compostable. That brought my results down by almost half. Great. If I wanted to limit my results further, I would add more keywords. So in my case, my invention uses a cone-shaped filter. I could further narrow my search to cone-shaped filters, but before I go limiting too much, I'm going to take a bit of caution. Keep in mind, your keywords may not be the same as other patents' keywords, but may mean the same thing. So to avoid the rabbit hole of keyword limiters, think about the unique aspects of your invention. In this instance, if the cone shape were my main innovation, I might limit my search to that by adding those terms to the search limiters. But in my case, the cone shape is not the innovation. My innovation is that it is reusable and compostable. So I'll leave it there. But I do still want to limit my results so I don't have to read through 7,000 instances of prior art. One thing I could do is remove some of the non-patent literature I found. First, I'll make a note of any useful literature that might help in the development of my invention. Then I'll take off the Google Scholar citations. Good. We've got it down to about 1,000 instances of prior art. I'll take a look at what I've got and add some more limiting terms based on what I see here. Awesome, only 206 results. At this point, we can pick one that we think is relevant. I'll read it and look at the pictures. Let's say this is a good example of prior art. In other words, it's very much like my invention. I could bookmark this one or save it, but I also want to know about all the patents that are like it. To do that, I'll examine the citations. I could see the citations listed here. There are those that are cited by this patent and those that came later and cited this patent. I'll concentrate on the patents that cited this one. Those are the cited by listings. Now that I've clicked on the cited by prior art, I can browse through the titles to find any relevant ones. Here's one. I'll open this in another tab on my browser so that I don't lose my place with the original prior art found. Once you've found a few and opened each one in a different tab, you'll have a nice collection of relevant prior art. You can save those any way you wish.